What's up, nerds? Joe here, and today I'm going over our first time playing D&D. Ash and I have always been intrigued, but never really knew anyone who played. I eventually had a Thanos moment,
Fine. I'll do it myself.
got some books, watched a lot of YouTube and TikToks, and began learning. While I was doing that, Ash and I were recruiting friends to join us. We ended up with 6 players in total, and then myself as the DM. So this video is going to be about how I DM'd my first game. While looking into D&D, I was trying to find a good starter campaign to make sure it was even something we would like doing. After looking around and finding sales, I got the starter set that came with a small campaign called Dragons of Stormwreck Isle. I started working with the players to make their characters, and things were going pretty well until one player got too excited and wanted a big dragon trilogy, and the other players wanted that too. I began loosely planning while we were figuring out the stories for the characters. Scarin was going to Stormwreck to learn about his gemstone. He was excited for the dragon trilogy and decided to make his character hate dragons but would grow to care for them. Kelkin was going to the island to stop evil. Literally made this his whole personality. Ottismar was going to finish his military training and got on the wrong boat. Renata was going to find information about how her sister died. Amaris was going to keep Ashina safe while they searched for Ashina's mother. Ash was excited to have her character looking for her mom, but really wanted her character to not know how to read.
Well, I can't read.
We had to figure out a lot to make it work, and hers was the most taxing character, so I made sure I got my revenge. I knew the characters could derail things, so I planned every session vaguely enough to give them choice, as well as planning it to make it almost like a Life is Strange or like Detroit Become Human. So with all the characters, classes, and backstory ready, we began session 0, of course, and figured out some rules we were unsure on or what to expect. We were all ready for a game to have more focus on the story. The band of misfits all boarded the boat, ready for Stormwreck Isle. While sailing, their ship was attacked by 2 Meros. Kelkin was originally just going to sit back, but decided to help the other random people. Once arriving at the island, they quickly learned how dangerous the new setting was, especially when Osmar goes down by getting just bitch slapped by a zombie. They get approached by a random guy who takes them to town. Now, I made a mistake here thinking my players would be kind and curious. They were not. Scarin got offended and almost started a fight because someone said you people when referring to humans. Renata was also ready to start a fight trying to find her sister. Kelkin didn't care about kindness and was ready to start a fight looking for evil. Amaris was trying to learn what she could, but Ashina was bullying the barely recover Oddsmar. After defusing the situation, the party took camp, and in the middle of the night, Scarin's gemstone turned out to be a dragon egg, and it hatched. This was our first session out of 3 for our first campaign. I also made sure I got my revenge. During the second session, when they were coming back from a dungeon, they found Ashina's mom, but she wasn't who she used to be. She was now a Drider. This was the perfect revenge since Ashina and Amaris both assumed they would find her mom, not her being the big bad and hating Ashina. Ash also hates Spider in real life, so this was a good way to bother her without having her shaking in a corner. Just from that small interaction, the whole party decided she had to die. That really should have been the first big red flag that these guys like to kill. For all of us, we quickly got hooked on D&D, and we are well into our second campaign, which does have the party continuing their characters, but that could be another video if you guys are interested. If you want more D&D related stuff, let us know in the comments. This video is pretty fun to make, and we've been enjoying D&D a lot. If you play, let us know some of your favorite moments in your campaigns. If you're curious about it, feel free to ask questions down below as well. Until next time, stay nerdy and keep binging.